right, it's not too far back and it's not too far forward, and it sits in the right spot. You can tuck your hand around the front here and just sort of even it up with your hands. Just be wary of some horses can bite, so if you do that, you just got to make sure you watch them when you're doing that, okay? And it's easier if you work out the centre point before you put it on. Hold that centre point, open it up, and then when you put it on, you've got your hand in that centre point, so you don't have to pop your hand around the front. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yep. Okay, so you have a go at putting it on. Great. Lifting it up a little bit more forward. Great. So it's right on top of the wither here. Okay? So we've got the pommel, the back of the saddle that sits on the horse's back, and then you've got the stirrups, and you've got the girth. So the girth sits on top of the saddle while we're putting it on so it doesn't dangle and hit their legs. Then what we're going to do is put it down around under their belly, and we're going to lift it round and put it and do it up on the girth straps. Does that make sense? So you've got your saddle cloth and your saddle going on top. Okay, so if you grab the saddle underneath the pommel, underneath here, you're going to lift it up with your right hand and up and over your horse. So have a go. Arch is nice and cool, but I can help you. Good. Girth and our stirrups are all rolled up out of the road. We might need to quickly fix our saddle cloth. She's been flinching. That's it. Good. Great. So when you put the saddle on, just try to sit the saddle so again it's near the wither of the horse and kind of in the middle of your saddle cloth. And to work out whether it's in the right position is usually where the girth sits when you pull it down. So what we're going to do, we're going to walk right around our horse's back legs so we don't get kicked. So right around. If you don't know the horse, this is the best way, giving yourself nice space. If you do know the horse, the safest part, you know they don't kick, is being as close to the horse as possible. Okay? So again, if they try to kick, they're getting you with the top of their leg, not their hoof. So if you're going to walk behind the horse the other way, you've got to give yourself a big space. Okay? When we pull the girth down here, it should sit and dangle as close to the front leg as possible. If it's back here, it's too far. So that's the easiest way to work out where our saddle should sit. And what we do is we pull the pommel, the saddle cloth up into the pommel here. Gives airflow underneath for your horse. It's not too much pressure on your horse's wither. Wither's a very sensitive part of your horse. And if there's pressure on there, they won't be happy when you're riding them. And that could be the simplest thing. If a horse is not happy, it could just be the pressure. That's why your horse needs to have lots of room underneath, and the saddle needs to be fitted properly so it sits on your horse properly. So pull the saddle cloth up, and that usually enables you to pull the saddle forward if you need to as well. Does that make sense? So pop your hand under there and just feel that pulling up into the saddle. Good. And then you can straighten it up a little bit if you need to. Okay, so what we're going to do, have a go at walking around after, nice and close. Hand on top of the rump. Great. And then what we're going to do, looking at her head, reaching through, watching all our legs, reaching through and pulling that girth through. Okay? And then we're going to do it up. Pull the flap up, so it's the flap of the saddle flap. And then so that's out of the road with our elbow, and then we also, there's a little keeper here we go through. And then we go through the top part of the buckle. So where the roller is here is how you do up the buckles. Okay, so if you want to have a go at that with the other side, and we're just doing it up loosely. When our horse is tied up and when we haven't done anything with them, we don't want to frighten them by doing a big reef up. Okay, so want to make sure it's not too tight, and that can scare some horses and then they can pull back or they can be sensitive. So always do it gently and just firm so it's not going to fall off. So you try the other side. And use your elbow to get strength to pull it up. So pop your elbow up high. If you're left-handed, then you're going to go that way. What's more comfortable with your left hand? Yep, so if you use your elbow against the horse, that usually gives you more strength. Do you want to try that? Does that feel better? Great. And so that's nice and loose. You can go one more, just so it's a little bit firmer. And this saddle also has an extra piece. It's a dressage saddle that has a piece that just keeps it firm. So once we've got the saddle done up very firm, then we'll do that up. So we'll just do that up very loosely while we're working on the girth. And we'll do it up more once we've got the girth completely tight. So what we're going to do is then we're going to take her for a walk. We're going to tighten it again. And then once we've tightened it, we can give our horses a stretch, because sometimes it can pinch in here when we do up a girth. So what I do is when we stretch a horse, we always undo them, because sometimes they can have a big stretch and then it'll catch them on the lead. So what we can do is just leave that round over there. We grab that leg like we're picking it up.